Sitting at home,
looking for video games.
guess you could call us Video Bros. Hey,
Alright guys, welcome back to Vidya Bros. No, Wind Waker Ultra HD, because 4K.
yeah. Oh yeah. Dark Trooper, deceased Galactic Federation troop soldier. Last scans indicate terminated life sciences trooper in the presence of an unknown biomass. No. Though the trooper's armor has been compromised, the bulk remains intact. Weapon systems remain online as well. Full parasitic fusion is yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. Oh, the first part of that I skipped. Bioscans indicate terminated life sciences trooper in the presence of an unknown biomass with parasitic tendencies. And then the rest is what I just read. Okay. So these are just soldiers that died that you saw before from they were just killed. I'm sorry to do this, guys, but I'm gonna have to kill you. Because these guys are shooting missiles at me. So I have to defend myself, stand my ground, and kill these guys, even though they were my friends. Wait, is everyone else around? No, okay, so I have to go over here then. I figured that would be the case. Okay, so we gotta go in here. As usual, people, I'm gonna make part 1 a little longer, as we usually do when we start a session or series. Usually series, because of having to explain certain things about it, rather than gameplay at first. Like how we did with the Amiibo video. How we did with Mega Man 2.5D, where I made part 1 made long for our first part. Because of us explaining the game's background and stuff. Let me see. Okay, so we got a Morph Ball under here.
Morph Ball.
So, there's something I really want to point out.
What? The elephant in the room?
Yes, just like BoJack Horseman did. If you were planning on getting Persona 5 and playing it on your YouTube channel, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Oh yeah, you can't stream it, you can't...
You can't do it on Twitch, probably, I think.
No, you can't do anything.
You can't do anything at all. No, it's like...
No, they ban people.
What will happen is you'll get a copyright strike on your YouTube channel, and the video will get taken down. And if you continue doing it, your channel is gonna get shut down.
So we're gonna do it next time on Vidya Bros. Goodbye.
Yeah,
that'll be the last episode we ever make of anything.
I was just about to make a joke about that. Fuck you, Jeff.
So if we just like put a text over here saying like this game is owned by just saying this game is owned by Atlus, even though it's not, and just be like, well, we put Atlus' name on here, we can't play it anymore.
That'd be the most clickbaity thing we've done. I mean, the Fear Studio video can kind of be considered clickbait, but I mean, it is what the title promises it.
Let me ask you a question.
That's Dark Samus, remember her?
Yeah.
And do you remember the edit scene at the end of Metroid Prime 1's credits that I unlocked by getting all of the expansion suit items?
Yes.
And the ending with the hand coming out of the Phazon portal?
That was Dark Samus.
That was her being born. That's how she was made. So, Dark Samus is technically actually a Metroid. So we're still fighting Metroid Prime throughout the trilogy, it's just it took on a different form entirely. If you think about it, so we're fighting an evil Metroid that looks exactly like us.
Now let me ask you something.
Cardiac arrest due to electric... Oh god, jeez.
You get the fusion suit in here, and the gravity suit, and the light suit.
You get the gravity suit later on in the game. Actually, no, you don't. You get what's called, I forgot what it's called. I think it's some type of jetpack, though, so when you're underwater, it doesn't hinder you. So it's basically like the gravity suit in this game, but it's like this jetpack-looking thing. The light suit,
I wouldn't go in that if I were you. I know you have to, but I wouldn't go in it if I were you.
Too late.
No, you just like... It's like going into like Ganon's Abyss.
Basically. We're basically going into his asshole. You do get the light suit. The fusion suit's not a thing in this game. It was only in Metroid Prime 1 as a bonus item, and it's the main suit that you start off with in Metroid Fusion. At what point I want to play that game on the show, and that'll be a relatively short series.
What was Samus's what do you call it? What was Samus's suit based off of?
She's hungry for Phazon.
What was Samus's suit based off of in the Wii U version of Smash Brothers? Because
Samus Aran's or
no, just Samus.
That's what I'm talking about. Samus, the regular Samus, not Dark Samus.
Yeah, because Dark Samus not in the game. Well, it is, but
yeah, it's this trophy.
Yeah. But Dark Samus is only in this game, though.
I would have to guess and say...
It wouldn't be Prime 3, though, right?
If not Prime 3, it wouldn't make sense because Metroid Other M didn't come out until 2010. The most recent Metroid game right before Brawl came out was Metroid Prime 3, so it only makes sense that it was 3. If not, I have no idea. Because it can't be of a game that came out 3 years later when this one game, Brawl, came out 2 years before Other M did.
I'm just looking at it.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it really quick.
That makes little no sense. By the way, what do you think about Atlus for the bullshit with Persona 5? They sound like they have no idea how marketing goes, like free marketing, free advertising for their games go. But what Boogie says is, this is a Japanese company, so I guess they abide by the standards of their, like, how the companies there are?
Oh, hold on one second. I just found out. Her design for
Space jump thruster. So now I can't space jump, I can't grapple beam, and I can't morph ball bomb, and I don't have missiles.
So you can't do anything but charge shot and morph ball to duck under things.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Give them some credit. At least they let you keep charge beam and morph ball this time around. Remember Prime 1 didn't? In Prime 1, you had, like, all you had is this. Look. So, Prime 1, all you had is just shooting. That's it. You didn't have charge beam.
Apparently, I looked it up now. That Samus's suit from,
Oh yeah, I can't pull it up yet.
No.
Fuck, I forgot.
That just looks like it's fucking, like, it looks like some, like, cheap-ass thing.
Tunnel cap is composed of telluric alloy. Combat damages DC laser cap considerably. So, all we can do is go in this little cap here.
So, like I was saying, though, in Smash Brothers for the Wii U, her design is based off of...
there's more.
Her design suit is based off of Other M.
In which game?
Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
Oh, I thought you were asking about Brawl.
No, Brawl is from 3 and 2, because they were the same.
That's what I was saying before of why that wouldn't make sense. I thought you were talking about Brawl. Okay.
No, I meant for the Wii U.
Oh. Because, yeah, Other M didn't come out until after Brawl came out. Like 2 years later.
You know what's crazy, though?
Other M came out in 2010.
You know what's crazy, though?
Alright, so you're going to be able to lock 30 FPS after this.
Yeah. She had a better suit, normally, in Project M than she does in the Wii U version.
Yeah.
She had the power suit, but it's the retro power suit, though.
Alright, do your thing.
Alright, so we'll be back in, like, 2 seconds. Running this really quick. So I'm gonna go exit this.
Depending on how long it takes, I was gonna say, depending on how long it takes, I'm probably not gonna even cut it out, but...
It's gonna take 2 seconds. Watch this.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay, this isn't as bad. I actually
Alright, so... Here's how we're running it. If you want to run it at a good enough resolution and a good frame rate... 7 longer and activate the elevator. Okay, that was weird. Put it to 2.5 times the resolution, and if your computer can't handle that, well, you can put it down to 1.5 times, and it'll still look better than what the GameCube did.
And if you can't do either of those, then...
Fuck with the settings and do something.
If you can't do either of those, then fucking KYS. I'm sorry.
KMS?
KYS.
Kiss your ass?
No, that'd be KYA.
What is KYS?
Kill yourself.
Oh.
Okay, we can't go there yet because we don't have a certain translator files to open those gates.
So,
So we have to update them, which we will do throughout this whole part. No.
If you see inconsistencies here, this is the first time we're trying this on Dolphin Emulator. Once the series is done with, we'll know how to work these games out. Yeah,
we'll know how to play it a lot better for when we do Metroid 3.
And any other GameCube game, or Wii game.
It would have meant that I bought it for fucking nothing, because I bought it over a year ago from Amazon, for us to play it on the show at one point, but I really would like to play Super Mario Galaxy 2 also.
We could play that here, too.
Because, that would have meant, okay, I bought it on my Wii for nothing. Except just as a novelty.
Yeah, but you see something, though? You know what that is?
What?
That's just, you're just buying the same game and just upscaling, the Wii U is just upscaling it to 1080p, which is the same thing that your adapter does on the Wii.
It's for the Wii, but I have it on... I have my files and shit for Wii U, so I'll just start a new file on the Wii U.
I know, but it will look better here.
Was that normal?
What?
It made like a weird, loud, staticky sound. It sounded like a fart. You didn't hear that.
No, I'm not, because I'm talking. I'm talking.
It was like people. Let me know in the comments if you heard it. It sounded very bad.
Just remember that,
I hope that
like I said, Dolphin emulation isn't the best. If we had 5.0, we would be doing a lot better here.
I really hope that doesn't mean my TV or my computer's gonna explode.
No, it's not. You're fine.
Because that really
You're fine.
That was concerning. Oh, I hate these things. By the way, there's red ones of these too. This is called a green Kraly. Omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index. Avoid physical contact. The cousin to the dimensional shift in Kraly, the green Kraly spends its days roaming in search of food. A genetic defect prevents its back crystal from harnessing energy and opening warp portals. It is doubtful the green Kraly misses this ability. Yeah, these things you can only... Actually, never mind. I was gonna say, I think you only kill them from the back, but I was wrong. Alright, so what you gotta do, you gotta skin this.
You know, there's one thing I do want to show off on the show whenever it gets complete.
What?
Just to show it off, but we're gonna do it as a one-off.
Well, after this series, I really want to play Shovel Knight Treasure Trove.
I do, but...
And then eventually, of course, we'll play Metroid Prime 3, because that's my second favorite game of the Metroid Prime trilogy.
For people who have played Twilight Princess and Dolphin emulator, you're able to do a lot of crazy shit with if you know how to work it. And there's a group out there who actually tried their own version of Twilight Princess HD before Nintendo released it. And what Nintendo did was just really like, it was supposed to be a remaster, but it was just like a better version, and it was a better version. But
oh my god!
It was
dude.
What?
You know what I just realized?
What?
Twilight Princess HD came out March 3rd, 2016, the same day Zootopia came out. Not only that, but it also came out an exact year before the Switch was released.
Really? I just realized that now you're saying that.
An exact year, Twilight Princess HD and Zootopia came out right before the Switch and Breath of the Wild as a launch console. March 3rd, 2016 for Twilight Princess HD and Zootopia, and 2017 of March 3rd for Breath of the Wild and the Switch coming out. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time, and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line, and he told me we all need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful.
That would not be helpful.
No, not at all.
But, what was I gonna say before? Oh, Twilight Princess.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is something cool.
They made their own version of Twilight Princess HD, and I'm telling you, with Dolphin emulator, I don't know what crazy magic they came up with, but it looks like a totally new fucking game.
Like with this crazy black magic. You can enter a whole new area in here once you get the dark beam, so you can hit it with this because it matches the color. But like it makes this thing move. Oh, but we don't have that yet. We don't.
Speaking of Metroid in general, you know what I found online?
What?
If you go to this website called Rose Colored Gaming, they make posters for like gaming posters.
I think I've heard of them.
They make like you can get custom cases for like different
How crazy does that shit look?
It does. You can get custom cases for like different games, or get your own and send it to them and make whatever you want out of it.
Oh, I hated these things.
But you know what they sell though?
What?
They sell this stand just for the Samus amiibo, and guess what it is?
What?
And literally, you put your Samus amiibo in it, and on top of it, it's a giant Metroid. On top of it.
I want to get that.
I'll show you what it looks like while you're doing this.
Oh yeah, I can't go in there yet. I don't have the missiles yet.
Alright, see you in the next episode. Peace.